the Blue Mountains, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and natural wonder. Just a short day trip or weekend escape from Sydney, Australia. While it might not be the first destination that comes to mind when visiting Sydney, it's certainly a place you won't want to miss. We're Chris and Lydia and our lovely exchange daughter Eliza. Join us today as we journey to Katoomba, the heart of the Blue Mountains, to explore its must-see sites and attractions. Good morning everyone. Today we're off to the Blue Mountains. We have Eliza with us. Eliza's almost a daughter from Italy, so we're off to the Blue Mountains to show her the Three Sisters and the other beautiful sites that there are up there in the mountains west of Sydney. Let's hit the road.
Okay.
Today we're heading 90 minutes west of Sydney, Australia, into the spectacular Blue Mountains for a 2-night stay in its largest town, Katoomba. We're heading up from Sydney up into the mountains, and it's not a great day as far as weather is concerned. It's a bit wet, a bit cloudy. There won't be much in the way of scenery today. The mist will be down over the mountains, but I'm sure we'll find a few things to do. I hear there's a festival on in Leura. Outside temperature 9 degrees. And it's springtime in Australia. We're not up here in the mountains. Our accommodation is in the garden village of Leura, only 3 kilometres from Katoomba. This charming town is famous for its beautiful gardens, boutique shops and cosy cafes set along a tree-lined main street, though today's weather wasn't doing it justice. We arrived on the day of the Leura Village Fair, where the main street was closed to traffic and filled with market stalls. Despite the rain, stallholders turned out in full force to showcase their art and handicrafts, homewares and fashion, food and drinks. The damp weather brought a bit of a chill, so after exploring the markets, we were glad to find a cosy cafe where we could rest our feet and enjoy something warm to eat.
Four seasons in one day. Well, I think there's only one season today, rain.
I don't know if we'll get much of a view. It would be a nice view on a warm day, sunny day. So the girls have both got homemade pumpkin soup and some nice bread. Is that good, Lisa? Nice pumpkin. And I've got a chicken, potato and leek homemade pie. Perfect food to have on a cold spring day in the mountains.
It's like a winter's day.
It's almost like a winter's day. After stocking up on some deli items for dinner, we set off to find our accommodation for the night. A cute little cottage, just a short distance from the main street. It's a cute little B&B cottage.
Oh, isn't that cute? That's really sweet. Oh, what a nice little look at this.
Welcome, Lydia, to Pixie Cottage.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh.
The sink is designed by a woman.
Yeah, practical. Look up. And it's a good height for me. Oh, we got a coffee machine.
Is this a sofa lounge?
Yep. And so this is, we'll turn this on now because she said that it is a...
Is this our bed?
Yep.
Oh, yes. And just a nice simple little bathroom.
You'll be warm, you'll be fine.
All 3 heaters on, and we've been to the deli. And we've got all our deli food for dinner. Some prosciutto and what do you call that other one, Elisa? The other meat?
Bresaola.
Okay. But it's beef meat, this one here.
Yeah.
In Italy, it's sometimes beef, sometimes horse.
We're going for
So
the beef.
we've checked and this one's beef. I don't know if we eat much horse in Australia. After dinner, we had an early night, ensuring we were well rested and ready to explore Katoomba in the morning. Good morning, Leura. Still a bit drizzly this morning, but we can't control the weather. So let's go and see what we can see in Katoomba and the Blue Mountains this morning. Coffee always tastes better on a chilly morning, and after a hearty breakfast at a cafe in Leura, we were ready to start exploring. First stop, the town of Katoomba. Katoomba is the most visited spot in the Blue Mountains and serves as a getaway to its most iconic attractions, which we'll explore today. If you don't have a car, you can easily travel from Sydney to Katoomba by train, making it a popular destination for day trips or weekend getaways. The train station is conveniently located on the main street, where you'll also find a ticket booth for the hop-on, hop-off bus, providing access to all the key attractions. Many of the main sites are close together, so public buses or ride shares like Uber are also great options. These girls have got cold hands, so we've bought some hand warmers at the chemist.
You've got to shake them for about 60 seconds.
Alright.
And it also makes you a bit warmer anyway.
So the hand warmers don't actually warm up themselves, they just make you shake
It's just to give
and warm up. The main street of Katoomba, aptly named Katoomba Street, is well worth a visit. It features an eclectic mix of shops, including vintage and fashion boutiques, cosy cafes and bakeries, as well as outdoor and adventure gear stores. Some shops are delightfully quirky. We didn't find anything to suit our home decor, but it was still fun to browse. Commanding a prime position on Katoomba Street is the historic Carrington Hotel. Built in 1883, this majestic hotel holds the title of the oldest surviving hotel in the entire Blue Mountains. Echo Point. Located just 2 kilometres from Katoomba's main street is Echo Point Lookout. The rain stopped and the clouds are lifting a little bit. Starting to see little views of the valley through the mist. Hopefully we'll be able to see the Three Sisters okay. Perched on the edge of the escarpment, Echo Point offers breathtaking views of the Jamison Valley and the iconic Three Sisters rock formation. The Blue Mountains are part of the Great Dividing Range, Australia's longest mountain range, stretching over 3,500 kilometres from Queensland through New South Wales and into Victoria. The Blue Mountains themselves are part of the Sydney Basin, formed 250 million years ago. Over time, tectonic uplift raised the region into a high plateau. From there, erosion by rivers, wind and rain carved out the dramatic valleys, cliffs and ridges we see today, including the Three Sisters. Three Sisters are probably the most iconic landmark of the Blue Mountains in Katoomba. You can walk out to the Three Sisters and get a close-up view. We might do that because the clouds are starting to lift in the valley and we're getting to see the other side of the valley, and it might be a nice day after all. If you go to the left-hand side of the Visitors Centre, there's a brick archway, and if you go through that, there's a short walk down to get a closer view of the Three Sisters. It's a nice paved track. You'd be able to get down here easily at a wheelchair or something like that. No problems. The Blue Mountains are covered with eucalyptus forests, which release fine droplets of oil. When sunlight interacts with these droplets, it creates the blue haze that gives the region its name.
The track to the lookout was accessible, but I wouldn't call these steps accessible. I think they call this the honeymoon bridge.
You can't go across and touch it anymore. There's a little gate across.
Wow, look at that drop there.
If you're feeling energetic and adventurous, you can continue hiking down the 1,000 steps of the giant stairway into the Jamison Valley. However, we chose to turn back and explore the valley in a more leisurely and accessible way at Scenic World. Just a 2-kilometre drive from Echo Point, Scenic World offers 4 exciting ways to explore the Jamison Valley. The Scenic Skyway, providing stunning aerial views of the valley and the cliffs. The Scenic Railway and Cableway, which transport visitors down the cliff, into the valley and back up again. And the Scenic Walkway, an elevated boardwalk through the rainforest on the valley floor. Unlimited rides on these attractions cost $66 per adult per day. After a quick refreshment at the Scenic World Cafe, which boasts one of the best views in town, we joined the line for the Skyway ride.
It's an emergency escape ladder.
That's how you get up on top. You know that you can pay extra to sit on top of this. I saw it on the video on the way in.
You need to take me extra. Them extra to sit on top of it.
If you want to do extreme skywaying.
Feel that? We're moving. Let's go. Welcome aboard, everyone. So you're on the Skyway. Glass 4 in the middle there. Have a look down. It goes clear. And my name's Dan, by the way.
Whoa.
Clear 4 in the middle. Stunning afternoon, everyone. Today's the day. Cloudy this morning. It cleared out pretty quick yesterday. 390 metres right to the other side.
When you reach the other side of the Skyway, everyone must disembark. You can choose to take a short clifftop walk to lookouts with stunning views of the escarpment and Katoomba Falls. To return, you'll need to line up again, but with the Skyway's capacity of over 80 passengers, the wait is usually quite short.
Right hand side, Katoomba Falls, everyone. There it is. One of the big waterfalls up here in the mountains. Katoomba Falls drops down a bit over 180 metres eventually into the Katoomba River. So if you look down, the river's down there, hiding away in the trees, and this is the high point, 270 metres above the valley floor.
To reach the valley floor, we chose the Scenic Railway. Listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's steepest passenger railway, it promised to be a thrilling descent.
Whoa! How are you doing that?
railway was originally built in the 1880s to haul coal up the steep cliffs, and remnants of this mining history are displayed along the scenic walkway on the valley floor. While eucalyptus forests dominate the higher parts of the valley, the sheltered, moisture-rich areas below are home to pockets of lush rainforest. The walkway led us to the scenic Cableway, which carried us smoothly back up the cliff face to the top station once again. As the afternoon shadows lengthened, we took the short 10-minute drive from Katoomba to the village of Wentworth Falls. Well known for its spectacular walking trails, we only had time for a short hike to Princess Rock Lookout, but the stunning views of the waterfall from the lookout made it well worth the effort. We capped off the weekend with a delicious meal at the Fairmont Resort, one of Leura's finest dining destinations. The next morning, all that was left to do was pack our gear and head back down the mountain. This time, the sun led the way. Thank you for joining us on our weekend trip to the Blue Mountains and Katoomba. If you've been to the Blue Mountains, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment and let us know if you recommend any other attractions, restaurants or lookouts. And if you've enjoyed exploring the area with us, please give us a like and subscribe for more travel adventures with the Roving Valleys. Bye for now.